are doing great. Welcome back to our channel AglaSem Schools. Today in this video I will be covering chapter 3 of class 8th of English, that is The Selfish Giant. The Selfish Giant is a beautiful fictitious story by Oscar Wilde. This story revolves around a play garden which becomes lavish in the presence of children and dries in the absence of children. This story teaches us to treat kids in the right way. Let us start the story. So there is a lovely garden in the city. Kids used to play there after school time. There were numerous grass, flowers and peach trees there. They used to cheer the kids and birds used to sing mesmerizing songs. In the spring, plants brought flowers, while in winter they were giving sweet fruits. The kids were happy like never before. But this happiness did not survive long. So let's begin with the very first question, that is comprehension check. So first question says, why is the giant called selfish? So the answer is, the giant was called selfish because he wanted to keep his garden reserved only for himself. He banned the entry of outsiders there. Further, second question says, on one occasion the children said, how happy we are here. Later they said, how happy we were there. What are they referring to in both the cases? So the answer is, in both the cases, the children were referring to the giant's tree. In the first sentence, they say that they are enjoying themselves in the giant's garden, but in the second sentence, it is beyond their reach. Further, moving to our question number 3, part 1 says, when spring comes, it will still winter in the garden. What does winter stand for or indicate here? So the answer is, winter indicates that flowers did not bloom in the giant's garden. The birds did not sing. There was no sign of joy and greeny. So second part says, winter has been presented like a story with its own characters and its own activities. Describe the story in your own words. So the answer is, winter has been portrayed as a destroyer. It has its own characters. Snow and frost are the most prominent factors. Trees have been covered with white cloth. The trees look lifeless. North wind has come to stay there permanently. Hail settle on the roof. Further, moving to our question number 4, which says, was the giant happy or sad over the state of the garden? So the answer is, the giant felt sad to see the state of his garden. Different seasons brought no change in it. Question number 5 says, what effect did the linnet's song have over hail and the north wind? So the answer is, as an effect of the linnet's song, the hail stopped dancing over his head. Further, moving to our second part, again that is comprehension check. So here, question number 1 says, the giant saw a most wonderful sight. What did he see? So the answer is, the giant saw that through a little hole in the wall the children had entered into the garden. They were sitting in the branches of the trees. In every tree that he can see, there was a little child, and the trees were glad to have the children back again, that they had covered themselves with blossoms and were fanning their hands gently above the children's heads. The birds were flying and twittering with delight and flowers were laughing. Second part says, what did he realize on seeing it? So the answer is, he realized that he himself was to blame for the year-round wind in his garden. He called himself selfish. Further, moving to our question number 2, which says, why was it still winter in one corner of the garden? So the answer is, only in one corner of the garden there was winter still. The reason was that a little boy could not climb the tree like other boys. He stood under a tree weeping. So third question says, describe the first meeting of the little boy and the giant. So the answer is, in the first meeting of the boy and the giant, The giant lifted him gently and pulled him in the branch of that tree. The tree suddenly broke into flowers and birds began to sing. The child kissed the giant. So question number 4 says, describe their second meeting after a long interval. So the answer is, in the second meeting, after so many years, the giant saw wounds on the little boy's palm and feet. He became furious. He wanted to kill the man who had wounded the child. But the boy said that those were wounds of love. Further moving to question number 5, which says, the giant lay dead, all covered with white blossoms. What does the sentence indicate about the once selfish giant? So the answer is, this indicates that the giant has been blessed by Lord Christ himself. He was never cruel nor selfish. So Christ forgave him and took him to paradise. Further moving to our exercise part, there we have to discuss the following topics in groups. Question number 1 says, the little child's hands and feet had marks of nails. Who does the child remind you of? Give a reason for your answer. So the answer is, the nails marks on the child's hand and feet remind us of Lord Christ. He was put on a cross and nails were hammered into his palms and feet. Question number 2 says, is there something like this garden near where you live? Would you like one? And why? What would you do to keep it in a good shape? So the answer is, the park is in a public place. It is like the lungs in the human body. It gives us fresh air. The greenery is soothing to the eyes. A private garden, however, has to be used by the people who care. The children must not spoil the flower beds and the grassy lawn even in the public park. I would never play football in the park nor let other children do so. So guys, I've covered all the questions in this video. I hope you like this video. And if you have any query or any doubt related to any of the questions discussed, please put your query in the comment section below. For more such NCERT solution, keep watching and do not forget to subscribe our channel AglaSem Schools. And please do not forget to wear a mask and take good care of your health.